Welcome back to another episode. Yep, I have my friend Anita with me.
I'm back!
She was like a firecracker, having 2 finished sweaters, so we're going to see all of that coming up. Hello, my name is Jalene and I'm sitting with
Anita!
If you haven't watched some of the previous episodes that I had with Anita, please go back and watch them. It's a lot of fun having Anita with us. And so we're going to immediately, look at me using my Afrikaans and my English words together. We're going to dive in immediately because I'm so excited. The last time that Anita was here, she started with her one sweater.
Yeah.
For her husband.
Yeah, it is the Oatmeal sweater by Veronika Lindberg. It's a challenging knit.
Oh, my word.
It's an all-over cable sweater. And I must say, this is worth knitting it. This pattern is so nicely written. And I love cables. I love color work. But this was really, really nice knitting. It's not a boring project at all. Nee? You never have a boring moment at it because your cables differ. You have different cables at different rates. Nee? So you'll see this is really one of the things that I would recommend to anybody that knit the sweater is block it afterwards. It just opens up everything so nicely. I think they call this trellis knitting. They open this part of the sweater open up so nicely, nee, after blocking. It is so worth it. But block your sweater, it just opens and relaxes the stuff so much. This is knitted with stocking yarn, undyed. Fingering weight held double. So this pattern is actually written for either a fingering held double or a decoy weight. So you can knit it. Well written pattern. Very nice. Very easy to knit. If you follow, she's got clear instructions. She's got graphs explaining each of the cables in detail. I think if I can remember, I think there's 3 graphs that you follow. 1, 2, 3 that you follow, and then the back one as well. But it is really, really, very nice.
So it's continuing on the back.
Yeah, its front and back is knitted exactly the same.
How long did you take?
6 weeks. 7 weeks. 7 weeks. Because it's addictive. Just one more cable. Okay, now I know half of this cable. Now I must do the other cable. And then it knitted itself. It was,
That's
I must
amazing.
say, this was, I didn't knit anything else. No, I'm lying. I did knit socks that I don't have with me anymore for my sister, and I also knitted fingerless mittens for my sister and my mom in between, but the rest was just this.
This is a work of art. This is beautiful. And I know that you've knitted this for your husband.
Yeah, I knitted it for my husband. He's worth it.
What is his feedback?
He loves it. He loves it. He says it's nice and warm, and he likes the warmth. It's warm. He says it's nice and warm because it's merino and nylon. It's normal sock weight 75-25. So it is warm. He says it's warm and heavy. He likes the heaviness of the sweater.
Yeah.
So it's very, very nice.
How much does it weigh? Do you know?
I have no idea.
It will be interesting to know how much it weighs.
Not weighed it.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
I've not weighed it. It should be close. If I'm thinking about the yarn I've used, it should be close to 700 grams.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Should
Wow,
be close to
it
700
is
grams.
a beauty.
Yeah, I'm proud of it, and I must honestly say this is a beautiful written pattern. And since I saw it the first time she promoted it, I knew I'm going to knit the sweater. I just knew it.
Oh, this is a work of art.
Yeah.
And I remember you, if you haven't watched the episode, go back because she gave an amazing tip on how to do gauge swatches easily.
In the round.
In the round easily, yes. So go have a look.
Yeah, when I swatched, one part was this part and the other part, no, the one part was your ribbing and your other part was this part which you used in the swatch. Where the one part is your ribbing and your other part is this part that you did in the swatch for this. So go and watch it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It works. It works.
Yeah, it works. And it's a beautiful sweater.
Thank you.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, it says heirloom. I don't know if my maybe my youngest son will be able, my oldest son won't be able to inherit it. He's too big. Okay, and my another object that I'm finished is what I'm wearing. Yeah, this is my Belleville sweater. This was knitted with Silky Milky Moon that I won of your podcast.
Yes.
So this is the yarn that I won on Jalene's podcast. Oops, I forgot the leftovers.
No, it's fine.
I know the multicolored one is Napoleon, and this one I can't remember what's the other color.
What base of yarn is this?
That is merino and silk. 70% merino, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. So it's very lekker, serious yarn, and it's so nice to work with.
Oh my goodness.
What I've done is it still needs blocking, so if it looks a little bit tight, it still needs...
She's busy with body blocking. That's what we do here.
I finished it last night. Literally, this last night I finished the collar. So, yes, I'm body blocking it, but I knitted on a little bit smaller needle size because I got gauge.
Okay.
But I'm not sorry I knitted it. I like the fabric, what it produced. So this is a free pattern. It's the Belleville sweater by Christina Danaee. Yeah. I hope I pronounced that surname correctly.
I also don't know if you're saying it correctly.
But it's a nice sweater, good detail. I need to show you the cuffs.
Bring it closer.
I don't know how to show you the cuffs. It's a rib pattern with detail in it. And it's,
almost with a little cable.
Yeah, it is a cable.
It
is like a cable. You knit it like a cable, like you would, but it's a one-stitch cable. And it's a H-stitch repeat, the cable.
Yeah.
So, but it's easy. It's quite easy. It's a well-written pattern. People tend to think that free patterns are sometimes not that detailed. This pattern is quite detailed. It's got all the information. Just carefully read your pattern. Read the pattern. It's got short rows. So it's everything you want in a sweater. It's there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really like the sweater. I like the stripes. Since I got the yarn, I won the yarn, I knew it's going to be a sweater. I knew it's going to be a sweater. I just didn't have the pattern, but I think it turned out perfectly for me.
It's beautiful. And I mean, you showed, sent pictures on our general group.
Yeah.
But when I saw it now in person, it is even more beautiful than having a photo. It looks like ice cream.
It is my ice cream sweater. I think because of the color one, this multicolor is Napoleon. I think Amber, this is something cream. Chocolate cream or something cream. I can't remember the name. I'll give it to you if you want to put it afterwards.
Yeah.
Then this feels like my ice cream sweater.
It's beautiful.
And it's so soft, so it's perfect.
I love Silky Milky Moon yarns.
I must say, I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this sweater, and people are going to see me a lot in this sweater.
Yeah. And also you look so, it really, your what do you say in English? I want to say reflection. It's not reflection.
Skin tone?
Skin tone. It really fits you so well.
Thank you. This is just...
It's beautiful.
It works.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So that is the finished objects that you brought.
Yeah.
Let me show my finished object. Ta-da-da! This is the Shift Cowl by Andrea Mowry, otherwise also known as Drea Renee Knits. Andrea Mowry is the designer. She's got a whole, a few patterns with the shift idea. So this is all mosaic knitting. And I was hosting a make-along collaborating with Annelie Unraveled in, when was it? It was not, what is this month now currently? It's June. It was May. It was April, I think. Was it April or was it May? I'm getting, I think it was May. It was May. May. Let's shift make-along. Where you could knit the shift, which is the shawl, or the shift cowl. No. Is it the shift? No, night shift is the shawl.
Yeah.
This shift is the cowl, and then shift along is a beanie. And they all follow the same rhythm of stitches.
Isn't there a baby blanket also?
There's apparently more shift patterns in her catalog, which I didn't even know about. And but this was a joy.
Jalene, I love the colors in this. There's not one of these colors. I said to you, Jalene, I like this color and this color and this color and this color and this color. I love all the colors.
Everything is so pretty. And also it is absolutely marvelous because it's not like having a shawl and now you need to try to figure out how are you going to wear it, how are you going to style it. It just styles itself, right? So what I've used, okay, now I need to get my tags. I've not come prepared. Let me just get my tags out of here. So one of the things was coming from Naughty Habit mold, Naughty Habits Yarn Club, which was a few years ago. I can't even remember which year. I think it's like 2 years ago when I saw the advert of the mold yarns. I knew I need to get some of these. So it was coming from the Yarn Club. It's a 2-ply mold sock, superwash 100% merino. And there was 200 grams, 2 skeins. Both were looking a little bit different. 200 grams for 650 meters. And that is basically what I used throughout as a basic color A, I would say. I did not do the pattern as I changed my needle size. I went up a needle size. And then also I did not do the color patterning as per the pattern. I just followed my own rules in terms of what color. But you can really, the pattern lends itself so beautifully to be able to do that. You can use a one color throughout, and then the color pops you can do in different colors or whatever the case may be. You can really play with this pattern.
But I think that's what we do. We use a pattern as a guide.
Yes.
And then we use as you progress as a knitter, you start using your own experience like you've done now. To say, I use this, but you use the pattern as a guide, but then bring in your own you-ness into the pattern.
Yes. And then I used Naughty Habit Suri Alpaca. It is this blue color, which is lovely. If you're a person that struggle with mohair, allergy to mohair, I can highly recommend the Suri Alpaca from Naughty Habit. And then I used Cowl Blue Skid Silk, which is mohair and silk. It was this dark pink, which I love this color. I think this color's name is African Violet.
Okay, I can see it.
Isn't it pretty?
Now that you mentioned the name, I can see the African Violet
and
color.
There was another color. This color here, I can't remember what is this color. But everything is in my Ravelry pattern page. And also Cowgirl Blues. And then I had an Angora skein that was gifted to me by a friend. It's this blue and pink colors here. So it's really a multitude of different
colors,
yarns that is in here, used together, and it's really lovely. I love it.
It's I love all the colors. It's different colors, but it works together.
I'm definitely going to make another one of this.
I also like a cowl over a scarf and over a shawl. I love a shawl. Let me just say I love my shawls, but sometimes a cowl is just easier to wear. It's not in your way the whole time. Where it feels to me like a scarf and a shawl you must adjust the whole time.
Yes.
Where a cowl is just sometimes that coziness that you need.
No, for sure. So yeah, that is my finished object. And while we are talking about the shift, I would love to show you the Let's Shift make-along member makes, members that have made it during May, and maybe they're even completing it now, but some of the photos of those that participated. So have a look now. What did you think about those beautiful makes? It's gorgeous.
I'll go and watch afterwards because I have seen some of them on the lives, but I'll watch the finished when we're done.
All right. Because you haven't participated in that make along. You were busy with the oatmeal sweater.
I was busy with the oatmeal sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was busy with the Belleville sweater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was busy. The oatmeal was already done.
Oh, geez.
So I was busy with
time
this
is flying.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I am going to show you my Sleeping Beauty sweater by Elenor Mortenson. The progress, I showed you the progress in the previous episode as well. So I quickly put it on. This is how far I came. I can't even remember where I was last time. I think it was somewhere here.
I can't remember.
I didn't put in a tag, so it is what it is. But yes, what do we think about the progress?
Jalene, I like the color fade. I know it's not a real fade. I know your color contrast is not a real fade. It's
small balls of minis, leftovers.
Minis, but you've done it very nicely. Like the fade is like it would have been dyed that way.
Yes, so
it's
I think the tip that I would give is that when you deal with the contrast color, right? Yeah. Every row that you with one row you're working this color work. It's not mosaic knitting. So you work with the main color and the contrast color. So then I would use the one contrast color and the next row the main color and the other contrast color. So I would change my contrast color every other row to create this effect. So that when one is done, I grab the next ball of mini or leftover and I continue. So that's how I was able to achieve this look, I would say.
Also something that I can notice on the sweater, and it's very nice for me with my eye. I don't know if the viewers will be able to see it, because just under this bright pink there is contrast color, but it's not as visible as the fall of down go. Somebody gave us the tip. It was during one of the things where you take a black and white photo of your contrast color to see the amount of contrast. So I think when you would take a black and white photo of this sweater, the first part would not be that much. But the rest is, but the whole fade is beautiful.
And I think this works because it takes the eye off the bust a little bit. And so the darkness is more to the bottom. And I actually, the reason why I was able to, that I said I'm going to do it like this is because I saw the sweater, the test knit of Miss Lamotte, Karen. And she also had this soft
fade
in between, and I was like, wow, this is really beautiful, very subtle, very beautiful. So I was like, okay, let me try to try that technique as well. So currently, Anita, you must tell me what you think. When I was taking the sweater, putting it on another sweater, which length I do like. So I did not test it on my body yet. The last time I tested was in my previous episode. So this is the next test. And when I compare these two sweaters, this one with another one that's already done, which is the length I like, I decided I'm going to do, so this is like 3 repeats, right? I'm going to now from here do 3 repeats. I hope that everyone can see. And then I'm going to do the
I don't think you must do more than that.
Yes.
Because this is superwash and superwash grows.
Yes.
So superwash grow and then it's going to be too long.
Yes.
You don't like sweaters like me that's longer. I like a longer sweater because I'm tall. You like a shorter sweater because you're
Yeah.
shorter. So the 3, I think it would work perfectly.
And it's already, I think the measurements in the pattern says 30 centimeters from when you start the project up until at the bottom, then you start the ribbing. But obviously it gives you leeway, you can do what you want. I don't like a cropped sweater. It's not a cropped sweater in any way, but I like a longer sweater. But so I was gauging that I think I'm going to do still 3 repeats of these beautiful, what do you call this?
Color work?
Yes. And
Leaves,
then
colour
leaves is the word I'm looking for. And then, I'm going to start with ribbing.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be quick because then it's ribbing and then it's my arms and then I'm done.
Do you do your sleeves 2 at a time?
No.
Okay. I do my sleeves 2 at a time.
Do you do magic loop? Okay, I don't do magic loop.
Because why I do it like this is, then I don't have to count the decreases, mark the decreases on the one, then I know my decreases is done exactly the same.
Yeah.
So I do magic loop. Yes, it's a bit of a hassle, but you force knitter, so I don't think it will be an issue.
I don't have issues. I know a lot of people have issues with sleeve island and second sleeve syndrome. And,
yes, yeah.
But I enjoy, because like for me it's the end stretches. I just need to, it's like quick and then I'm done. So I'm excited to do the sleeves. And honestly, I'm excited to have only 3 repeats left, because this color work full body, it was a workout. Let me tell you.
But it's interesting. I want to show something else. This is a difference between a raglan and a circular.
Yes.
There was a Now episode, one of the ladies that I watched, and she had about the difference.
Yes.
And the different, and I think this is a good way for if you want to show people, or they need to go and watch, to show them in this podcast exactly the difference between a raglan and a circular.
So with the raglan you have 4 increases over the shoulder, one increase here, 1 increase there, and then the same on the other shoulder. And this with a circular yoke, the increases are scattered
all
throughout.
Over.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's a very good episode. It's Wool Needle Hands, isn't it?
No, this was on I don't know what's the podcast name. I will have to go and look now. It was on another podcast. She only talked about different yokes.
Yeah, I think her YouTube name is Wool Needle Hands or something like that.
I will have to go and look.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now.
But anyway, brilliant episode. So I'm really excited. I don't know if I'm going to be done before we go to the Karoo Winter Wool Festival.
No, you still got 2 weeks. 2 and a bit. 2 and a bit, you can finish the sweater. Go.
But the next week, this week that we are in now, we are recording this on the 16th of June, a public holiday here in South Africa.
Yay! Yeah, thanks for youth.
Thanks to the youth. We've once been youthful as well. But so this week is hectic because I'm having all my shows this week for my drama school. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to nut this week.
But you still have then a week and a bit left.
Yes. That's why if I just can get the 3 repeats done.
Yeah,
right?
then it will quit.
Then it's going to be quick knitting.
Otherwise, because you're in your evenings when you're there.
Yeah.
Start the sleeves, because that's just knitting.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I can possibly do that. All right, but anyway, so that is my sleeping beauty.
I just know the pressure we under to finish our sweaters for the Karoo Winter Wool Festival.
But not only that, you want to get other stuff moving as well. New cast on new things.
This is my week, casting on new stuff.
Because you just finished this one.
I just finished this one.
All right, let me quickly undress and then I'll be back with a second work in progress. All right. I didn't say the Sleeping Beauty sweater I'm knitting with merino linen yarn from Naughty Habit. This goes with everything. This is the main color. And then I'm using leftover yarns from different dyers. It's a merino linen fingering weight single ply weight yarn. I love that base of the yarn. All right. Second project is our current make-along. We are currently having a colorwork beanie make-along where you can knit or you crochet or loom knitting, whatever you want. That's the current month for June. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm not part of that. I don't wear beanies that often.
Yeah.
I prefer plain beanies, which I don't even do for myself. And that's one of the projects I might look into casting on this week. We'll just see. But it will not be a color work.
Yes. So I'm having it in my Estereza Llama bag, Estereza Yarn Creations. Isn't it pretty?
It's beautiful.
So
I
cute.
love llamas.
Right? Yeah, I know. All right. It's going very well. I had a whole plan set out. The pattern is now not with me. This is also a Elenor Mortenson pat. Okay. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's called Love in a Mist. It's a colorwork beanie knitting pattern. I'm using yarn that I don't know who's it from. My friend gifted it to me. It's the same base of yarn than what I'm using in my Sleeping Beauty. It's a single ply, fingering weight, merino linen base yarn. And what I've done was I knew that I have limited time this month due to the theatre production I'm currently in and our shows this week. So I have literally, I think there's 64 rows of color work. Sure. And I've divided it between 21 days because I know I'm setting myself out for this week. So there's no knitting this week, which is 7 days.
It's a lot of knitting time lost.
Yes, damn it. And so I had to knit 3 rows per day. So okay. I'm on par. When this shows is done next week Sunday, then I will start again. But this is my progress. The color work is not popping so greatly.
I think I can see it.
Yeah.
Because I'm here in person. I do think...
I think when I'm going to block it, it will make a difference.
Yeah, but that's what color work as well as with cables blocking makes a difference.
So it's not really significant, the colors, I would say, at this current point. But feel it, it's so nice and soft.
I have from Estereza, I have a top.
Yeah.
Made from, I don't know if it's single ply or twisted, but it was also a merino linen blend, and I love wearing that top in summer. So I think for us that does in South Africa, the linen merino works in summer.
Oh yes.
People think it's hot, but it actually isolates you sort of from the heat.
Yes, yes. That is why natural yarns is so brilliant, because it really works with either hot and cold weather.
Yeah.
You can't have a double knit or a worsted weight merino in summertime, but the fingering weight will work.
I will even say sometimes even the double knit cotton is too hot.
Yes.
It's just as hot as sometimes as the other stuff.
Yeah. So a fingering weight works really well. Yeah. So I started already. You can see there's a change. I think there was 2 rows already where decreases is happening on the crown. So I'm in the last stretches. So next week we'll go quick, I think, to finish off this project.
I'm biased. I love this color.
Isn't it pretty? It's beautiful. I don't know. We don't know. My friend also, it's been in her stash for such a long time. She couldn't remember. It was all skeined up. Tags gone.
We all have some of those yarn in our stash.
Right? And then the last project I want to show you is one of my own patterns. It's called Diamonds in the Rough. But firstly, I want to quickly show you. I got this as a gift from a friend. From the Netherlands, coming from Stephen West shop. Look at this bag.
You're so privileged.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, I'm feeling so blessed. Love this bag with these bicycles. It says at the bottom, Stephen and Penelope Amsterdam. And then
that's his shop, ne?
Yes, and then also this pin, it says, embrace your color opportunity.
That sounds like, I can hear him say it.
Right? I hope you can see it nicely. So it's in this bag that was gifted to me. Love this bag. It's so cute. Then I'm using Naughty Habit Kaizo knit, the 75-25% sock set. Look at this colors. It's beautiful, right?
It's really interesting. I would have never put this bright with this color. I would have gone for the turquoise.
Yes.
But I still love the pop.
It's beautiful, ne?
But it's interesting for me. I would have gone for the turquoise.
Yeah.
Is it a turquoise blue color for the contrast? But I like it actually does pop.
Yeah. So
it's
I think
beautiful.
So this is by Diamonds in the Rough socks. It's a colorwork pattern. Cuff down. It's on my Ravelry page. You can buy it on Ravelry. Love this colorwork. And so I'm having a little bit of fun. So all my projects is colorwork currently.
Good for you.
Goodness gracious.
Good for you.
I think, I need to change that in a bit in the future.
Yeah, but we need color work in our lives. The same with cables. It's there. I'm busy with my project, the only project except my Battenberg that I didn't bring because it had no progress for the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
Is my Scrappy socks.
That ball wants to be there.
Let me pick it up.
There we go.
This is just Scrappy socks. I don't know who's the yarn dyer. It's all socks I was gifted by a friend. It's all Scrappies. It's all small things. The pattern, it's not a pattern it's a pattern, it's a plain toe up sock that I just put pattern on the front.
I love this patterning.
It's the same patterning that's in the oatmeal sweater on the sides.
It's so pretty.
And it's so easy. I'm still deciding whether I want to put a little cable on the back or I'm going to continue this pattern on the leg of the sock.
Okay.
Because I'm currently busy with the gusset increases.
Okay.
This is the difference of toe up socks. Is you first do your increases and then you do your heel.
Okay.
So that's the plain difference. So I'm just busy with that. And they should be done by the end of next week.
Wow.
They will be done.
And
so,
2 at a time.
Yeah.
I've never done it like that.
I've done it always. I like 2 at a time. I don't know. I don't like that small circular needles.
Okay.
I'm too tight. I don't like knitting on them. I like the 2 at a time because I know then my socks are the same.
Yep.
And it's less counting for me. I don't have to count 60 on this row and then 60 on the other sock. I'm just counting them together and I know they're the same and I know they fit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is my socks that I'm currently
It's
picking
so
up.
pretty.
They
I
will
love
for
the colours.
sure get a lot of love this afternoon or tonight. And I can't tell you the yarn. I don't know what the yarn is. It's I
It's yarn.
I know what it is. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, yeah.
This is
but
what
I love the colours.
Yeah. I also like the colours, but I'm a pink and blue and
it's
sometimes
so
a little bit of green. I also like green,
Yeah.
but I don't do orange and I don't do yellow. But it's because it doesn't fit me.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit with my skin tones
Yeah.
and stuff. So I can't do yellow, but I do all the other colours.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's
my
lovely.
only project except for the Battenberg.
I have another sock project which I shown in the previous episode. I'm not going to show it again, but it's also in the same bag as yours. That's actually the project that I take with me currently on the road, and
This
like
bag.
it will go through with me this week of the
It will
shows
go
as
this
well,
bag.
because when I get it's easy knitting. It's just in the round.
Yeah, that is what's easy about sock knitting. Currently, over weekends when me and my husband drive somewhere, this is the bag I grab, and even if I do one row, it's one row more than it was if it just would have stayed at home.
Exactly.
So I like sock
Oh,
knitting.
it's really beautiful. Love it.
Right, that's it.
I think this is the point where we need to ask you to don't forget to like the video if you're watching this and you like what you're seeing, and also leave a comment. It helps the video to just, get more attention out there of people that doesn't know about the Lekker podcast. So please leave a comment. Don't just watch it and don't leave a comment. I would love for you to leave a comment.
Can I give them a prompt?
Yes, do that.
I have a special skein that I bought last year at the Karoo Winter Festival. It's alpaca. It's just one skein of alpaca. I can't remember what else, but it's a fingering weight yarn. And I don't want to use it with something else. What projects do you think one can make? It's a very colorful yarn. It's multicolored.
Okay.
So it's not going to be a color, something that you can put with some other things to make a color work or something. It won't show that properly. So I would like some advice or ideas for a single skein project for color work, for that skein of yarn. Yeah.
Just maybe send me a picture of this,
I will.
then I can place it on here.
Yes.
And then, that would be
and
awesome.
they can please comment it to help me to do a project for that
Yeah,
yarn.
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
You're so good with this.
No, I need advice. I need help.
You're using the opportunity to get help. All right, and then the next thing I want to tell you is that we're going to have a make-along in July and August. It's called Love versus Challenge make-along. So what that is all about is you can either do something you love to do. So say, for instance, you love to just knit stockinette beanies. Then you can do that. But if you want to have like a challenge and you've never done color work, for instance, this is all examples, and you want to try your hand at color work knitting, or maybe it's mosaic crochet, or maybe you want to start a sweater, you're just too scared to start a sweater, then this is the make along for you. And maybe you want to be as bold as to do something that you love, and you're going to do something that is going to be a challenge. I think that's going to
That's my plan.
that's what Anita's going to do. So my project was initially the Wild Rose vest. It was a full color work vest with steeking, but with all the color work that I'm currently doing, I'm a little bit struggling with my tennis elbow. So I decided I'm not going to do color work, but I'm going to do a sweater, which I'm going to cut steeking to be a cardigan. That is going to be the pattern that I'm going to be doing. That's going to be my challenge. And then whatever else is falling into the bin will also be doing.
The one thing that I'm going to do is both of them is going to be a challenge for me, because both of the projects I want to do is, yes, I'm going to do 2 projects at once, something I don't normally do. But the one is a lot of plain knit and pulls. It's a cardigan, it's knit bottom up, so it's going to, the first half of that cardigan is just knit and pull back and forth. So that one is, I'm scared I'm going to get bored of it. So that's going to be my plain one. And then the other one is the kaleidoscope that has mosaic knitting in it.
Pattern.
It's a beautiful pattern, but I also think I must take it slow with that pattern, because it's my first time doing mosaic bottom up sweater.
Wow.
So there's going to be a lot of measuring in it, a lot of things, putting it on another sweater that I know is the right length to make sure that I got it, because 90% of times I have to lengthen a pattern. But it's easy in this one because she's giving you 10 options for the motifs in the sweater.
Wow.
So you can just add in another motif. You actually use 7 motifs, but then I can just add another one in. So that's going to be my challenge for this.
Oh, wow.
Do the mosaic bottom up sweater, and then also the cardigan that I'm going to do.
Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Yeah, so I'm excited. So if you want to join us, Love versus Challenge Make Along, send me a direct message on my social media, Instagram or Facebook, or send me an email to sales@matebyjalene.com, and then I can send you a link to the group. I must still set up the group. I've not had time to set up the group, but I'll do that. And then you can join us for the make along, and we will have YouTube lives and Zoom interactions. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that make along.
This is only now for July, ne?
July and in August. Yeah, it's a 2 month. It's the only make along that's running for 2 months.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Now, because then I will have time to do both.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's enough time to do both.
And as always, the rules for the make-alongs are very simple. It's all about having fun. So you can even bring along a project that you've already started a while ago, and you were just too scared, or you got tired or whatever, then bring it over and then you can work on it. And so you can start with a new cast on, you can start with an old project. You don't have to be done by the end of August. There's no timelines. The whole thing is community and having fun and helping each other and supporting each other. That is what the Made by Jalene make-alongs is all about, truly.
Matching each other to get your projects done. Project that you are scared of, follow us. Project that's easy, follow us.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so the last thing, do you have acquisitions?
No, I don't have any acquisitions.
Okay.
No. I'm saving it for the Karoo.
She's currently, I'm also like, I have money in my one savings account that I've saved for the Karoo Winter Wool Festival for such a long time. I can't wait. But also, I've been thinking about before we get to the acquisitions, right? Do you have a strategy of what you're going to buy or how you're going to buy?
Yes and no. The strategy changes because of my yarn. This week I looked at the yarn that I have, And I thought maybe I should buy stuff that goes with it
Okay.
to complement the yarn stash. Ne? The other thing is, I know in October we're going to do the Stephen West make along.
Yes.
I know that. Maybe I should already start thinking about what yarn do I want to use, what color options do I want to use for that. So that's my two things that I'm playing with. That's why I said yes and no. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's my things that I'm going there in mind with.
Yeah.
I don't have a project in mind, like I want to buy yarn for this project. But I will take photos of my yarn that I have at home, as well as thinking about what is my color options. I know we normally use 4 skeins for the Stephen West.
Yeah.
So for the MCAL, so I will look at what is there, and then a lot of the time the yarn that's there will speak to me.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I always just went in and I would just bought yarn that is just extremely beautiful. But I have a different strategy this time around. I want to really look at my priority to-do list. We all have most these long lists of what we want to knit and crochet. So I'm going to look at my priority. I want to do more sweaters this year. And then I want to take the pattern, take the yarn usage for my size, and really go and see if I can buy yarn for a specific project. That is I think I'm going to be. But then also I know I need blue yarn, normal 75-25 colored yarn. So I'm going to be looking for blue yarn because there's a family member that wants to have something in blue, which I don't have. In fact, I actually gave my blues away. So I'm going to be looking for blue, and then I'm going to be looking for specific projects in my to-do list. So I'm going to be buying for those projects. That is my plan. Let's see if I'm going to stick to my plan.
We'll see.
We'll see.
With the next episode, we might come back and say all our yarn acquisitions that we have.
I think you must come back with your yarn acquisitions from the Karoo Winter Wool Festival.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then let's show all of them. We just have a Karoo Winter Wool Festival episode.
Yeah.
Just all our yarns.
Post festival.
Post festival feedback. All right, but I have an acquisition. I bought this beautiful minis from Esther Yarn Creations. It's a mini set. It's a Clio base. It is their 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 3-ply sock fingering weight. So there's about 120 grams of yarn on here, and it's 6 minis. Yes, 6. But just look at these colors. It's so pretty.
Jalene, where's that photo?
I'm gonna. Oh, it's in a bag somewhere.
Well, okay.
Let me get it.
Sorry.
Crinkly. There's some sweeties also. So her inspiration for the dye was this photo of the spice bags. I would say bags keep having these spices. It's beautiful, right? Yeah. And when I saw her advertising that, I was like, oh my word! I was busy with the shift. I was like, oh. It could look so beautiful in a shift, right?
It's going to look beautiful in anything.
Yeah.
It's for me always funny. People don't think to put blues and browns together. And they actually go
so well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, a blue-eyed person with brown eyeshadow lets your eyes pop, do you know? Yeah. So look at us talking about fashion and makeup on here. But so this, I don't know what it will become. It might go into a colorwork sweater in the future, maybe. It could be beautiful in a colorwork sweater.
It can, because especially if you use like a dark navy blue as a contrast.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That can work very beautiful because all your colors will pop.
That's a good idea. Or shift cowl. I don't know. It will become something. I really actually these days love to buy minis. It is very usable.
Yeah, minis are usable.
Even with socks. Even
if they are socks is always in any case useful. I'm just quickly going to show on the sweater. this was a very, I don't know how well it's people going to
I
see.
hope they're going to
Let's
see.
see. This color work was when I did this lost to this one and that one. There was, yeah, those two. The striped yarn, the colorful yarn, blended too well with the other color. So I went through my stash and I used minis for the other two, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a mini is never for me
A waste.
a waste.
Yeah.
You always find a project, and sometimes it's just that little bit of yarn. You don't want to break into a main scheme,
Yeah.
but you need a little bit of color or
Yeah.
a pop or a thing, especially on a sock. When you do color work on a sock, you just sometimes need a minute to fix that sock.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been using minis, and then I would do 2 or 3 projects from minis.
Yes.
That is how versatile it is. And like the shawl that's not there anymore. I don't know where my shawl is. I've been wearing it over the weekend. The hidden gem shawl, Charlotte's coat that I've shown in the previous episode. I would still use minis the sleeping beauty sweater is a perfect example.
Yeah.
It's really small, like 5 or 10 grams leftovers, or even smaller, that I would pile together, use all of them within one big project. So it's amazing how you can use leftovers.
Yeah, even for me that do the 2 of the time sock, I just want to quickly show you. I even split the minis in.
Whoops! Daar gaat hy. There it goes.
I split the mini into 2 little balls,
Yeah.
equal weights, and then I knit my socks with that.
Yeah.
Then I know each of them have enough, and I know I'm not even worried about whether or not they're gonna work or not.
Exactly. That is all I have for today. Is there
That's
anything
also-
else from you?
Nothing for me. Like I said, all my whips are done, except for the
Wow.
socks, and sock whips are never done. So there's nothing new from me. There's no new acquisitions. I didn't even go and look at new patterns.
Wow. I must still buy my pattern for my Love Versus Challenge make along. That is the pattern I must buy, just to know exactly what I will be using, because I know exactly what yarn I'm going to order for that pattern, because it's worsted weight yarn.
Oh yeah, but that will go quickly.
Yeah, it will go quick. And then the sticking, I'm going to make use of Anita to help me sew the sticking or something, strengthening the sides before I cut.
Yeah, actually,
Something
I've
like that.
seen now that people crochet up,
Yes.
and it's actually basically about a chain that you do up.
Yeah.
And it's quite, but I will have a sewing machine and I'll help you anytime.
But I know the pattern I'm going to be doing. I can't remember the pattern's name, but there's apparently a lot of options. The pattern is brilliantly written apparently. So all the options is there to help you strengthening your band for the sticking. So we'll tackle it when we get there. Yeah. All right. It was lovely having you again.
Thank you for having me. It's nice to share with yarny friends my passion for knitting and yarn. And
Yeah, it's always fun having you over.
it's fun being here.
So remember to like and subscribe, and we hope that you loved this episode, and then we'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.
Bye.